Well, hey there, Philip. Hey there, Dongning. I'm also at the National Convention Center, one of the main venues of this year's FOCAC Summit, and which begins today and will last until Friday. Well, theme joining hands to advance modernization and build a high-level China-Africa community with a shared future. This year's summit brings over 50 African leaders, the head of the African Union and also UN Secretary General Antonio Guterres as the special guest. Well, given the significant trade relationship between China and Africa, where China has been Africa's largest trading partner for 15 consecutive years, win-win cooperation will definitely be a key focus. And this year's summit will also focus on people-to-people ties and addressing global governance challenges to foster a more multipolar world where developing nations' voices can increasingly be heard on the global institutions. Well, this year's summit also brought significant media attention, where over 3,000 journalists registered to cover the summit, marking a new high. And I've also spoken with a lot of journalists from Africa to gather their insights on how China and Africa can better collaborate together in various sectors. And speaking of journalists from Africa, I'm now joined by Rafael Oni. He's a journalist from Diplomats Extra magazine from Nigeria. Good to have you with us, Rafael.
Good afternoon. Thank you for having me on set. It's my pleasure.
So I know this is your first time covering the FOCAC Summit. So can you tell us what's your expectations?
Well, my expectation is high in the sense that I look forward to a more robust engagement with. I am so happy that I will be part of history, because history is being made. Like what you've known, over 50 African leaders is already here. My president met your president yesterday. So I look forward to being part of history, because I'm going to report it back home. So it's an experience that I look forward to.
All right, fascinating. So yesterday, President Xi Jinping and Nigerian President Bola Tinubu announced the elevation of diplomatic relations to comprehensive strategic partnership. So how do you think this can better foster people-to-people exchanges between China and Nigeria?
Fine, thank you. In a lot of ways. One, let's take it from the issue of education. Nigeria students are being given scholarship by the Chinese government. So now, since President Xi Jinping and my president agreed that they are going to elevate, so it means we are going to see increase in the number of scholarship for students. That is one. Then when we talk about capacity building, the Chinese government has been bringing African journalists and here for capacity building. So if you are increased, it means that if we have 10 before, now we are increasing, the number will be more. Then in time of trade, China remained Nigeria highest trade partner. So with this now, more room is going to be created. Earlier this morning, I attended the first China-Africa business summit. So and everyone is pointing to the fact that the meeting yesterday with President Xi Jinping. Another thing is the issue of like I said, capacity building, then building of professional. A lot of Nigerian engineers is being trained in China. So if you are increasing the level now, it means more professional will receive training from government agency. They will be here to get trained, so that back home in Nigeria will advance. So for me, it's something that is going to foster the issue of tourism. People moving from China to Africa and to Nigeria, and from Nigeria coming to China. So these are some of the things that we look forward to. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Phil, for your time and insights.